Hey guys, so I'm making this video to clear up any confusion that I might have created last week with the video I made about Dr. Jimmy Cortez. So this video is going to relate to HMR and Dr. Jorge Cortez, who is the lead hair surgeon, well, the only surgeon at HMR right now. So let's get right to it. So for both of my surgeries, both the FUE I had in 2018 and the FUE I had in 2019, the Cortez brothers did operate on my head, but it wasn't 50-50. Dr. Jorge Cortez did the majority of the work and the majority of the transplantation process. And they both have like the same name. So it is very confusing to know who's operating on you at the same time and who you're emailing with sometimes. So I was confused, you're confused, we're all got a little confused, okay? You guys, when you have an FUE procedure, you're lying on a bed and you're lying face down half the time because they got to take the grafts out from the back. And then they put them in, I don't know where they put them, some little preservation gel or something, some amniotic fluid, so they stay alive. And then for the other part of the transplantation, you're on your back, but you're not like looking at people. They put like a wet towel or something to cover your eyes, and you don't know who's actually like operating on you. And even if you were awake, they give you like a sedative so you relax and stuff. So it's not like you're drunk or anything, but you just don't care. You're just kind of like chilling, you know? And some people fall asleep. So naturally, I thought that, one of the doctors took them out and the other one put them in. But no, Dr. Jorge Cortez did the majority of the work in the taking out and the putting back in. I also want to make it very clear that HMR is still there. It's still taking patients and it's still alive and kicking. And Dr. Jorge Cortez is the surgeon at HMR. And I don't want people to be under the impression that HMR changed into another clinic, okay? It's still there, and technically I'm still their patient because I'm in their records, So if I confused anybody, that's on me. It's because I was confused too, okay? But, as an influencer, my word is everything. It's like if you have no trust on these platforms, why should anybody listen to me, right? So that's why I'm making this video, to clear this up, okay? I'm not being paid to say this or anything. So I just want to give credit where credit is due. And HMR does everything through the internet, through email and telephone, because they're modern. So just contact them if you want them to give you an estimate. When I went almost 5 years ago, I paid $2.30 per graft. I do not know what the current prices are, but they'll give you an estimate if you just send them your photos. So go ahead and do that. To summarize, I just want to say that number one, it was Dr. Jorge Cortez who did the majority of the work on my first hair transplant and my second one. Number two, HMR is still there, still going strong. They haven't changed names. Hair Medical Restoration is probably the most famous of the hair transplant clinics in Tijuana. And number three, I highly recommend them because they're the ones that gave me this glow up, okay? I have only good things to say about them. All right, any questions, just write them in the comments. I'll put the link to HMR underneath this video, and I have an entire playlist of videos I've made for HMR, okay? I've made, I don't know, like 10, 15 videos about my whole experience. It's like a huge playlist. It's like a lot. So go watch those. I'm sure I answered your question in one of them. My name's Hollywood Moises, or Moises Amaya, depending on what day it is. And I'm out.